Never doubt of an idea you have. Work on it. You'll get that time. You can work for it and you can make it alone. So stop begging. The spirit of begging has ended since. Now everyone has the ability to think and to work. So we as girls, we should not depend on the man who will come and marry us. No. Let him come, yet we are strong to stand alone. Because in our culture in Juba, mostly, the girls are not allowed to do many things because they'll say like, this man, you get a rich man. You see? You get the rich man. So this thing is dumping our mind to think further. Like we're just waiting for someone having cows, having bulls to come and to marry us. So that idea is really bad. These are my advices to my sister out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. NeeceeLexy, unleash the power of your creativity. Hello, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to NeeceeLexy. I am super excited to be having another guest of honor here with us today, the one and only Anok Bul. She is the founder of Nyan Bor Online Fashion Boutique based in South Sudan, Juba. She's also a University of Juba student currently in her second year. This interview is going to be one of those interviews where I'm super excited to also have a powerful woman who's a South Sudanese to be able to be in this platform to share some of her experience and as an entrepreneur, as a student, in order to inspire and empower you guys to also do the same. Without further ado, let's welcome our lovely guest today. Welcome, girl. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be with you now. Yeah, seriously.
Awesome. So I know this is probably like your first time being here at NeeceeLexy. We love doing in our show is get to know you, and also for our Canadian viewers and some of the viewers that we have in Africa. Can you let us know who is Anok Bul? Just describe who is she.
All right. Anok Bul is a young South Sudanese girl interested in doing entrepreneurship, a student, yeah, and I do basically fashion things like ladies stuffs mostly, handbags, shoes, yeah. I did that business a long time ago. I started 2021, I think, which is 2 years back. It's actually short, but for me it is long because I learned a lot through it. Yeah, an active youth. In every youth activity, I used to be there within the country. And as I said before, I'm just a student and doing a business, online business. Like I bring my stuffs mostly from Dubai, from Turkey, from China, even from Nairobi. So I pack them home and I sell them online. So I have my page. I called it Nyan Bor. That's the name. Though I'm planning to change it because it is specifying a specific tribe, which is not good. I'm trying to get a nice title for my business, and that's how I run it. Yeah.
Awesome. So can you tell us what inspired you to get into fashion and becoming and opening your fashion boutique? Like there might be like that moment you're like, I dress really nice. I want to also other girls to like, have my item. So what inspired you to get into fashion?
Okay. Mostly our ideas as South Sudanese, we are deceived by fake how do you call it, designs, And I checked out that there are things which are not within our country and they can't be reached. So I used the power of media. I never went to Turkey. I never went to Dubai. I never went to China, even Nairobi. I'm just within Juba. But I can bring all nice things I see, I bring them. And my things are very unique from the market because markets are just concentrating on the quantity they want, not the quality. For me, I wanted the quality. That's how I worked on. And I'm inspired about business, and that's where I found myself. Though I'm a science student, but I do business.
I feel like we two can relate. So in terms of being a science student, but in love with
exactly. It is like something in me. All sisters, but no one has that. I started even, I was like, let's do this one. No one wanted to help me. Like, it can't go on. It is South Sudan, everything is available. I told them, no, there are things which are outside, which need to be brought here, and they'll be taken. And now, if my goods arrive, it doesn't take 1 month. People used to ask for them, you see? So I deliver them. I said on my time is my timetable. That's how I make it.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how do you balance university life and a businesswoman life? How do you balance the both? Like, because obviously there might be some little girls right now in Juba that is like, oh, I want to do business, but the school is also hard. How do you find the balance of both?
Okay, I check out my timetable because university is not the whole day. I might have 2 lectures per day, 3 lectures, but I have a trusted border guy. However, if my goods arrive, I screenshot because I do forget. I do my assignments in my phone, but I have customers' orders, so I have to screenshot and make a page for customers' orders. And when my things arrive, I check who wanted this one. So I call this guy. I leave them on my bed. You go home. You'll get this one and this one. Take it to this one. I send a number. So that's how I run it. Like I just connect. Even my customers, most of them I never met them, but they know me. But I just deliver them using the border guy. But I never go to them. Yeah, that's how I make it.
That's really good.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Very, very, very proud of you. So tell us more about school, because obviously you're into science. So, what inspired you to get into science? I know that you love fashion and you love doing business, but what inspired you to get into to the field of like medicine and study science?
Actually, for us, we are 5 girls, 1 boy, and my father is an engineer. So among my sisters, all they wanted to do arts and all these stuffs, but the first 2 did science, and I had to do science. And most of us are interested in that field, but I wanted to do engineering. But unfortunately, I wasn't able. So I found myself in the field of applied science. So my target was like to be an engineer. This was my target. So it failed. I found myself in applied science, but it was that feeling, because since we grew up, like science is everywhere. That's how I make it. Though we are good in arts, but science was the best because the lectures we had, the fans, talking about biology, zoology, this thing give you interest to know more. But the arts are just impacting one thing, and it is the story which is over there. That's the difference. So when you have that spirit of discovering more things, that's what motivated me, seriously. And my father also, yeah. So he's a great engineer.
Awesome. I would love to hear having a parent's influence to be able to be like,
sure.
want to be like them and kind of do something similar.
Yeah, sure. So this one of the motivation.
So let's get back to business, because I love speaking about entrepreneurship, about
sure.
digital and on things like that. What would you say is one of the most successful tools that you have used to help you with your business? Obviously, right now, a lot of people might be still doing traditional way of marketing things. How were you able to market your business this day and age model?
Okay. One of my targets is not to get a profit, but to get customers. This is one of the main reasons I'm doing business. Like the more I get customers, I'll know that my business will run on very smoothly. Like once I bring goods, I give a customer a period of time. Like once you come and pick these goods, you pay half if you don't have all. Then the other half I'll collect it after a week. See, I give them a period of time. That side that they will pick it and they'll know that they have half, and after a week I will come. So I don't give it as a guarantee you have, because things are expensive in here in Juba. So I know the situation. That's why I worked with, I especially work with ladies in universities, because my handbags are for university, mostly the fashion, which I used to bring from Turkey. So they know that if they pay it half, they can get the other half after a week. You see? And I was in the college. So I checked to them after a week, I collect my other half of the money, which is making my total profit, and there's no any problem. That's the difference between me and the market. That's how I differentiate them. Yeah, then them going to the market with the full money, yet they don't have a guarantee. They come to me and they pay half, they pick it, then after a week, I'll pick it. So giving task.
This might be also kind of look like a slightly risky, in case, like, let's say they give you the other half, but they cannot give you the second half after a week. So I know you probably have experience where you have to chase people down for the So how did you tackle that?
Some people are not honest, but they will fear next time they won't come. So next time you come, you pay full of it. Because you are not honest at the first. I gave you my trust, but you failed it. So once I ran after you and took my money, after when you're coming back again, you take it with the full money because there's no guarantee. You don't trust anymore. But they are good customers, whereby they come and pay before the goods arrive to say that they book. Some customers are good. These are some of the challenges actually we used to face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that you have things in a stone to be like, hey, look, we give you one chance to be authentic with us, get this payment by this sort of dates. If you don't pay it again, next time you're coming, it's full payment.
Yeah. Seriously.
Because business is risky, and that's why I ask you, because there might be something the same. It's risky.
This thing is very risky, my friend. Imagine I sent the time I sent my money to Turkey.
Yeah.
Because I see these online things he used to advertise very nice bags. I never saw them in Juba. Yeah. So I was like, I want to send this guy money, but how should I trust him? My mother was like, no, this is for our things. So what? All these things. In fact, I got his number, and I know there are friends in Turkey said that if he's a thief, they can attack him. So from there, I started, I communicated to him, and I liked his bags. So I was like, I want them. I'm in South Sudan. He's in Turkey. He said, okay. I sent him money. The things are after 1 month. So they're like, yeah, after some friends, after they are bullying me, like, this thing cannot happen, all that, they're now like, we want to assist you, we want to do this business with you. You see, I think business is a risky thing. Yeah, you can risk them sometimes.
Yeah, it's like gambling.
Gambling. Seriously. That's how I make online things. They don't believe online. That's what's in South Sudan. People don't believe online business. Like, you buy things online, they don't believe. They say all whites are thieves. You see? That's the concept they grew on. I say no. Someone wanted to advertise his goods. There are things. Yeah, I wanted money, of course, but he wanted his good to be reaching out to the country.
Yeah, that is so
that's
true.
Yeah.
Even like I'm a digital marketer, as you know. So a lot of the brands that I work for, like, and I help them with building like a strategy to run like their Google ads, Facebook ads. And a lot of their sales are happening online. So you never get to actually visit those stores or like in person. You do the transaction online, they ship you the product. So for us, it's a very common thing. And then we do something called like customer review. So if I bought something from you and I really like it, I will go to your page and I'll write a little nice comment about it, about my experience. And that's kind of showing a trust between me and the client, right? Is this something also you encourage your customer to do the same thing? So let's say once they buy your bag, they can write you a review back into your page, so that way it can encourage other Sudanese who like, oh, I don't trust online, but now they're like, hey, you know what, this is actually a legit business. If you could do that, that would be really powerful for them to leave a review on your page. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my sister gave me a side concept. But most of people whom they're like, we don't know how to write, they just call and they thanks like this. You see? They don't go onto a line whereby they can put a comment, nice compliments about the page and what I did to them. So that's something unfortunate, but I'll try it hard to really help.
Yeah, for sure. So I know you started your business during the whole pandemic and things like that. How are you able to get this product and also advertise and making sure that your business is running well? The whole world is falling apart.
No, it was in 2021.
It was actually post-pandemic. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was working actually. But goods doesn't come direct to Juba. He used to connect me with someone in Kampala. My goods arrived to Uganda. After there, I pick my things. I have a friend, so I used the communication, So she picked them and she packed them into the bus. It comes using a road transport. That's how it makes. And it takes it can take a month to reach Juba, which was so bad.
Yeah.
This was the result of pandemic. But it takes a long time. Yeah, but now it can take 2 weeks to arrive to Juba.
Oh wow, that's amazing. I know you also talked earlier about rebranding your business, giving it a different name. Obviously, once this interview is out, we can always add the new name and the page on here. One thing I wanted to know is, what is the biggest vision with the business? Like, what do you hope to see where it's gonna go?
Actually, I discussed this with my father. It was like, a traditional name is better because, we South Sudanese like cultural things, right? So when it comes when you tell them a name which is which is in a local language, people will be interested to know, like, what is it about, you see? What is it about, and what is inside there? Like, so, but I wanted something wider, which can be understandable, like in English language, or either, yeah, English is better, though Arabic is good, but English is better, English language. But I found out that all brand names were taken in Juba. There is nothing like a nice name someone should pick. So, yeah, this is a challenge, by the way. I worked on it since, but it's a challenge. But now it's affecting, because all my goods, everyone knows me by the name of Nyan Bor, you see? So if I change, it will even affect it.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
It's a unique name, to be honest. It's very, unique, and then the meaning of it, I think it's a girl, right?
Yeah, Nyan is a girl, but Bor is the community I came from.
Oh, okay. It's still kind of related to it, All the Bor girls be like, yes, that's me, and it's still, I want to buy this bag.
yeah, sure. That's the problem. Though it is good, yeah, people appreciated me about it.
Yeah.
But maybe if not, I will just remove it as a brand. Then I say logo. Then I'll use it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm currently working on logo. So that's why I'm still confused about the name. Like,
if you need somebody to design your logo, I know a lot of people down there. I'll give you a contact.
All right. Thank you. Please, something nice, seriously. Good of you.
No worries. One thing I wanted to also get to learn more about you. Obviously, being an entrepreneur, there might be some roadblock that will kind of like help. Other roadblock could be delaying the process of you getting bigger, or it could be personal roadblocks. So how were you able to overcome those?
Actually, it's very hard, because after I realized that I'm growing, my duties on myself become many, like school issues, and I feel like I'm not gaining of it, but I know one day I'll make it bigger. I don't think of now. As long as the name will go and my customers will be many and they'll be there, I believe it one day, once I open a shop, they'll be available. That's how I work it out.
And what would you say is like one of the things that, like, for a lot of ladies who are trying to do business in Juba, what would you say is like one of their biggest struggle? And then how can we as a community to support those girls to get into entrepreneurship and making sure that it's easy for them?
Okay, one of the most things you have to put in your mind as a girl, as an entrepreneur, you don't have to think of the capital. What you have to have first is the idea. The idea must be the first key reason. Because when I started this one, I never had a pound, but I wanted to bring goods, So I went to the level of lending. I started my business with $50, but I'm capable of bringing goods of $1,000. You see? So it's not about the capital, but it's the idea. What is your idea about the business? How do you see it? How do you do it into your mind? You see? That's what plays a big role when you grow. So never think of a capital. Think first of what you're going to do. I had one of youth in training about entrepreneurship. We had one of our big guys that who doesn't have a business, people raise their hands up. So they're like, if I gave you, okay, like how much money do you want for a business? No one was able to raise the hand because they never had idea on their head. So if they gave them the money, even they don't know how to start from. But if you share your business into your mind, believe me, you'll get away with getting a capital. You'll get away. So it is a sure one. Yeah. So the idea is the most important thing in the business.
That's amazing. Thank you for that. I think that's definitely is the key. It's like once you have an idea, you know the reason why you're doing what you're doing. People will resonate, So that's really good.
Yeah, sure. Someone will be interested to invest in you.
For sure. That's definitely, yeah. So before we leave, I want you to give me 3 lessons that you have learned from your experience as an entrepreneur that might be beneficial for others to know. 3 lessons.
Okay. One of it is whenever you think of something what to start, no one will stand with you. You will stand alone. But once you started to grow, you find people behind you. They'll never stand with you when you have 0. But when you are getting a number 1, 2, 3, that's when you get someone on your back. So never doubt of an idea you have. Work on it. You'll get that time. The second one is the idea of a school. A school won't be a reason for you to not work out the business. No. Nowadays, you can serve two masters at a go. It's so possible. So never let someone to lie to you. What you want, you can work for it and you can make it alone. So stop begging. The spirit of begging has ended since. Now everyone has the ability to think and to work. So we as girls, we should not depend on the man who will come and marry us. No. Let him come, yet we are strong to stand alone. Because in our culture in Juba, mostly, girls are not allowed to do many things because they'll say like, this man, you get a rich man. You see? You get the rich man. So this thing is dumping our mind to think further. Like we're just waiting for someone having cows, having bulls to come and to marry us. So that idea is really bad. These are my advices to my sister out there.
Wow, that's really powerful. Thank you for sharing that. And I hope you guys are listening and you guys are all now starting thinking of ideas on how to, become your own bosses and do entrepreneurship.
Yeah, true. To your own boss.
Yeah. And I wanted to also know, for those who are interested to get to know more about your business and things like that, where can they find you on social media? Give us more detail. Are you on only just on Facebook? Let us know, like, where can they find you to connect with you?
Okay, I'm currently on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on TikTok, but I'm working on YouTube. That's my second target. Yeah. Accessibility to internet here is so hard. That's one of the main reasons.
And for the I saw some of your video that you have on your page. Putting those on TikTok would be really good for you, because I noticed there's a lot of Sudanese people that are on TikTok. And
yeah, there are many. I do even go live on TikTok. Yeah, I do go live.
There you have it. What's your
people nowadays, they're all on the phone. No one want to go to the market. So if you bring something into their phones, they see, they'll be able to buy it. You see, they're lazy to go to market. So that's why doing business near to them. That's how they are. Yeah.
Well, if bring it to them.
Yeah, they have to see it, so they like it, then they'll contact you. Like, you want this one. See? That's how I work it out.
That's amazing.
It's the power of media. Yeah, sure.
For sure. Thank you so much for being here today.
It's my pleasure.
Such a nice to be able to have another female South Sudanese who is doing her thing back there, and more power to you. And I'm gonna be sharing this with every single of my audience I have a lot of viewers that are based in South Sudan. So make sure to go and actually buy product from her. Don't just watch this video and
Yeah, you're highly welcome.
And also try to follow her pages, and even every Nyan Bor is the page. And one thing I wanted to leave you guys is that whenever you see somebody who's doing a business in the online space, when you like their pages or share their posts and commenting, this helps the Facebook algorithm to also show it to more people. So make sure that you're supporting every fellow South Sudanese that are out there doing their thing, to be able to kind of bring those business to light, and more people can actually see it and increase their customers as well. Without further ado, girl, thank you for being here today. It's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. When I realized it, like, I had a sister outside there who is able to share my business with others, I really felt very happy. People were like, who is that? They said it's a sister. So that, like, maybe people from outside. Support is not about money. No, support is about talking of what someone is doing. That can attract other people. I'm really happy. I'm really honored to be here as a sister.
Thank you, sis. Yeah. It's my pleasure. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. You won't be forgotten. You won't.
No, we won't let you down. We will support you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Have a good day. Take care. Bye.
All right. Bye. Thank you.
Start yes, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play out